Hi, my name is Akiva Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan, and we're continuing our video series designed to educate the public and educate our viewing audience on matters legal, particularly family law matters. So please subscribe to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about custody of children after divorce and how that comes about. There are various factors that play into the court's decision to grant custody to either mom or dad. More specifically, there are 12 such factors that the court uses to analyze what's in the best interest of the child. So, you have to distinguish this between, a mudslinging session where one tries to horribilize the other and whoever makes the other look worse, that's going to be the basis of the court's decision. We've gotten away from that model, thank God. The model that we are now focusing on in Michigan courts is what's in the best interest of the kid. Maybe he's a bad person, maybe she's a bad person. Believe me, each party can sling the same mud against the other. There's no point in that. It makes for interesting TV, but it doesn't really help out the kids. The court is really focused on what's in the best interest of the minor child, and basically those factors, they're all going to sort of focus on stability. In other words, if we're going to put this kid in mom's care versus dad's, does that offer the most stable environment for the child? If it does, then we're on the right track. Same way with dad. If we send the child to dad, does that give the child the best opportunity to thrive? And that's really what the courts are ultimately looking for. Now, there are various legal options concerning custody arrangements. For example, the court can say one person gets all the custody, one only has parenting time. The court can also go to a joint model. If the court goes to a joint model, what does that really mean? How can you have joint custody? Well, what do you have? 1 week on, 1 week off? I suppose that can work in certain limited circumstances. If mom and dad divorce and mom moves across the street from dad, I suppose 1 week on, 1 week off really doesn't matter. It's really all the same. And maybe it can work in that circumstance where, mom lives in Muskegon and dad lives in Troy. 1 week on, 1 week off doesn't work. You got school issues, you got social issues, you got other issues. And in that scenario, 1 week on, 1 week off really means that the kid lives out of a suitcase. Because unlike the other scenario where they're right across the streets from each other, so there are no suitcases, here it's really moving. It's really moving from one place to another on an alternative basis. Now, another option is you can go 4 days, 3 days, 3 days, 4 days. You can do it that way, or 5-2-2-5. There are, different arrangements that one can use. Generally speaking, though, one of the arrangements that I see a lot is that the court says, okay, during the academic year, the child goes with one parent. The other parent has all the summertime and all the vacation time, all the fun time. Now, that doesn't exactly always equal out to be the same amount for mom and the same amount for dad, but it is a general sharing of the custodial time. Now, what's the impact on the well-being of the child if we do this? Well, that's the most important issue. You've got to work out some sort of custodial arrangement that benefits the development of the child. So if you're all living together and we're no longer spouses, but we're still a family and we're still doing whatever we can to support each other emotionally and otherwise, that kind of situation is best because what the result is a smoother transition for the kids. Now, if it turns out that we divorce and one person moves to San Diego and the other one's still in Detroit, this is really hard. Because how do you work that out so that the parents can be equally involved in the custodial life of their children? Very, very challenging to do that. And when that happens, oftentimes you get a situation where one parent has the kid most of the time and the other does not. And if we flip-flop it, it creates other problems too. So the most important thing to do is keep in mind, we have to start out what's in the best interest of the kids. Once we figure out what's in the best interest of the kids, then we can work out how do we accomplish that. At that point, though, the how becomes a detail. The main thing is that we have to do what promotes the health and the safety and the development of the children in a successful way. If you have any questions about that, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.